Hey everybody, welcome to our channel. This is Wine and Prison Time with your host, Miken.
And I'm Bridget.
Hey girl.
Hey, girl.
We're here just talking about some of our experiences and times when she worked in the prison. She's retired. I'm still there. So let's get it started. Let's go in. Bridget, give me some stuff that was happening to you while you was working in the prison.
I remember one time I was brand new,
Okay.
and I was working the yard, and I think they were going to chow, which we call that's going to lunch or dinner or whatever. So,
Right.
you have to do the shakedowns where you patting them down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, back in the day, the prisoners could have all kind of clothes,
Yeah.
so it wasn't a limit. So this guy has some silk boxers.
Oh.
And I'm heavy handed. I'm like heavy handed. So I start up here, you start up here and go down the side of him, down his waist.
Right. Oh, drawers came
I,
off.
Not his drawers, but his pants or shorts, whatever he had.
Oh,
Yeah, so he's standing there in his silk drawers.
on the yard. On the and you,
Everybody.
and you
So
knew.
the joke is
Wow.
Wilson out here stripping the prisoners. She
And
out
you
here
knew.
huh?
And you knew.
I was a green tag.
Oh, you was those you prayed every day, Lord, just let me get through this day without something happening to me so they can put some stigma, some little joke every time I walk in the room. Now I'm known as the stripper of the prisoners. Oh
Yeah.
heck no. No.
Hey, you want to shake me down?
Oh yeah. Every prisoner in the whole facility run every. Miss Wilson, you need to shake down today.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Let me shake you down. Don't you? You know you gotta what was it, 10 of them? You gotta write their name and number down on the
oh
sheet of paper.
yeah. Oh
5,
yeah, it was
10.
10, wasn't it?
It was
Dang,
something
it's
like
been a
that.
minute.
Oh Lord.
Or did we do the fake downs? Anyway,
Yeah. But
because I ain't trying to. How many times was you getting ready to have to shake a prisoner down? They just volunteering, right? And then I always loved when the other officers, you be behind them and they think you touching them, and then a dude will come behind you, another officer to help you, and they go and shake them down, and dudes turn around, be mad, like that's
Mhm.
what your nasty butt get. You thought I was gonna touch you? I
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
touch
yeah.
you,
Because
smelling like
you knew
onions and booty hole,
onions and booty hole.
onions and booty hole, and you go in the chow hall, you smelling just like them.
Oh my God, that was the worst.
I remember leaving the chow hall or leaving work, not realizing that I was stinking. So I'm getting in my car every night. Every night, my ex gets in the car. He was like, why your car smell like straight up booty hole?" And I'm like, I don't know. Realize, well, not only the chow hall, but us sitting in all them chairs.
Oh,
Remember who?
oh,
Remember who used to sit in the chairs and you couldn't sit, and we had them big hard plastic chairs. Who sat in the who wouldn't they let us sit in the chair? Remember her?
uh-huh,
Remember the
uh-huh,
nurse? Do you remember
uh-huh.
her? She
Yeah.
used to she used to pick them scabs and eat them.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, they used to be like, you. I can remember. I don't care if they hated you. They would make sure you don't sit there. Don't sit there.
mm-mm,
She just
mm-mm.
breathing and eating and bringing a tray and eating them little scabs off of her.
Just nasty.
Is she here for the prisoners? I remember being new and thinking, who between her and the doctor?
Oh, well, it was another officer too that was real big and
Oh yeah.
funky.
Oh, he used to take that belt and he'd have to wind it up and
Yeah, yeah.
whip it around and throw it on him and click it. That was the only way because he could not reach around his body. Oh, remember the one with the nails? He would always be cleaning his nails out and they were real long. And they'd be yellow because he smoked all the time, but his nails was yellow. Officer.
Oh God.
Nails be yellow. He was another kind of
Yeah,
suspect, like he
that
I don't
ass,
know.
that ass air from them chairs, and then you would take plastic. You'd be like, get the plastic and a garbage bag so you could put it over the chair, so your ass wouldn't be smelling like that. Oh my God. Oh
If
my
you
God.
can fuck up a plastic chair,
Chair.
plastic, you know you ain't wiped your booty in I don't even know how long.
Oh, and the cloth chairs didn't stand a chance in
Oh,
hell.
between people's booty farting, you don't know what the prisoners was doing on it. You don't know
Ball juice. Oh,
all the they anyway. Okay, that from that, because we worked at the same spot for 4 years, because that's how long no, you left a little bit before me, so three
it
four
was
years
three
whatever.
years. I think I worked there
Okay,
3 years. Yep.
so this was I remember this the other day, and I had forgot about this. So I remember working in SEG
Oh
and
God.
working with this dude. You're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about when I start saying it. And I had to escort him to the shower, because they didn't care. Women was running SEG back then. The
I
big
was
girl
the
was
SAG.
running
Yeah,
SEG
I
back
was the
then.
SAG before I
Yep.
became acting sergeant. I was the SAG officer. I mean,
Yeah.
I
They
forgot what they called
always
it, but yeah, yeah,
put the girls in SEG, right? And
yeah.
never had any issues. No issues. Well, and I was a black tag, but I wasn't like new. I mean, I wasn't like into my black tag. I was new black tag. And I'm escorting this prisoner down in the time, and I knew him, I think, because it's been so long. I knew him from working in the facility, and him in one of the units. And he said to me, "I'm gonna tell you to tell your boy he better stop messing with me." He didn't say messing. He
I know.
said, "Cause I'm gonna get him." Now
Yep.
I'm scared. I'm like, "You gonna get what? What? And I'm like, is he playing? How do I do? So I went to that officer and
I
I
was
said,
acting sergeant then.
"Were you okay?" I said,
Yeah.
"Hey, I don't know. I don't know, but this dude told me if you keep messing with him, he gonna get you." And this officer, who I can't stand. And when I say whatever, and I'll give you another little story with me and him. He was a lieutenant when he retired. And I hope he see this. Ooh, I hope he see this. So I
Why
tell
is
him,
your screen?
huh?
You look like you glitching.
I'm not on my end.
On my end, you are.
It might be just because of what you're using. That might be all it is. And I'll see it. I'll fix it if it is.
Okay.
But okay, so I see him before we leave, and I said, I tell him, "Hey, this prisoner said XYZ. He's gonna get you. You keep messing with him." And he was like, "Get away from me. You don't know what you're talking about." Real funky. And I was like, "Oh, oh, okay. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm new. Maybe this is normal. I don't know." I don't know how long it was. If it was a couple days, I was there. I think I had a couple days off and I came back
I wasn't there, but I remember it was a
because,
kite. It was a kite in control center
uh-huh.
saying he is harassing me.
Oh, okay. See, I wasn't
It was
privy to none of that.
it
I
was
was just
laying
thinking,
it was laying on the thing on the like on the counter, because I saw it. But I
okay,
had just told I was the SEG sergeant.
okay,
I was up there working with the officers. I want to say it was the day before, because it was my Friday.
okay, okay.
I had just told them, y'all need to quit picking with him.
And the one who it was, he ended up being
Right,
real foul.
right.
So I wasn't up there. Now the officers that was up there, I only heard the story later on because
How they was screaming and hollering all over the radio and throwing
throwing
chairs.
chairs,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that prisoner sliced him up.
Yep.
And I remember seeing him in control center and thinking, what am I doing here? Like, I don't want to be here. His head, his back. And even in that moment, it didn't humble him. Even in that
Oh
moment,
no.
he still felt, and I'm like, dude, and the dude said, because I had to sit on a one-on-one with him after it, because of course they didn't ride him out. So he goes, "If I wanted to, I could have killed him." And I was thinking, well, I am glad you didn't, because
Well, thank you so much.
that would have been just awful for everybody around. So Fast forward, I leave that facility. It closes down. They go to another facility. They open up
Mm.
the other facility. He done promoted to a lieutenant by the time I get there. Now I'm a sergeant at the time. So they put me I'm the only one who looked like me, and they throw me in segregation. I'm like, why am I the seg sergeant? This some bull crap. Like, are you kidding? But I was like, no worries. Went in, did it, because I don't want to work in seg like any other woman don't want to work in seg. Ain't nobody trying to get gunned down all the time,
Mm-hmm.
So I get into seg. I don't know how long I had been there, but that same prisoner was at the facility in segregation. Yes. And I said, I'm doing a round, signing the cards. And he looks at me and I look at him and I'm like, now mind you, it's been, I don't even know.
Some years.
But I was looking at me, he was like, you remember me? And I was like, you look, and I look at his name and I was like, are you? He goes, yeah. I said, why are you here? He goes, I don't know. He said, I've been here for a while. I'm like, so my dumb butt, my stupid, wanna look out for these, and I'm gonna say for him in particular, racist, misogynistic, individual, miserable, fat, anyway. I went to him and I said, hey, that dude who gutted you almost, he's here. What the, you don't know what you're talking about. Get away from me. I said, this mother.
Also,
Oh, Lord.
Okay, I'm back. So
Yeah.
he didn't believe that you knew what you were talking about. But had he already been there and didn't realize that the guy was there?
Because he was an idiot. Like a lot of them that, yeah.
Yeah, they was real smart. They was so
right.
smart.
Right. So
right.
When he said it to me, you like, oh, what is this? What's that saying? Once shame on you, 2 times shame on me.
Shame on me. Yeah.
Shame on me. My bad. Shame on me. But I could see in his face he was petrified, which almost gave me a little bit of joy. I know that's wrong. Sorry, Jesus. I don't want to.
Well, sometimes it just is. But pray about it.
Right. He's still working on me. So he somehow, he must have slightly believed a little bit of what I said, because he left me and went to control center, and then I was doing my rounds and that dude was gone. So I'm assuming
he had him rolled out because he probably had a spine in his file,
which was great. But he said I had been here, but again, and it's these individuals, and you got to work every day with these mofos. You got to come in, and just as much as you have a crazy story about prisoners, you have crazy stories about staff. Stuff. And so after that, so fast forward, me and him, he's a lieutenant, I'm the sergeant. I got mandated. I done did a whole 8 on 3rd shift. And I did they mandated me the 1st. 3rd to 1st is like
hard.
The worst. It's bad 1st to 2nd, 2nd to 3rd, but 3rd to 1st,
it's hard.
Your body ain't even supposed to be up. Now you want me to be up another so many hours?
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling everybody. I'm trying to get somebody to come in. I'm like, dude, I'm exhausted. Like, nobody. So the sergeant girl in control center on 2nd shift, no, on 1st shift, was pregnant. And I know you know who she is. It ain't no shade to her, but she was wrong also, because they knew that I had been mandated for 8 hours. At 1 o'clock, I was like, well, I'm here. At least I'm going home first, because I done did my 8, and now I done did 8 doggone more.
Mm-hmm.
He sent her home. I'm in the units doing child lines, waiting for somebody to come to relieve me. He sent her home. And I said, why would you send her home? He said, because I felt like it.
Oh.
What you gonna do about it?
Nasty. Mother.
And I tell you, now what's funny is, Of course, it's a white lieutenant, you know, and he in his feelings because he ain't never gonna be, ain't never been. This was the most he was ever gonna achieve or attain in his life. But every supervisor in there, all of them, who was his boys, was like, "Oh, you was out of pocket. You was that." He said, "I don't care. I'll do it again."
Oh,
He he didn't get. Wouldn't you think that if you got sliced and diced somewhere in your head, you would have thought, "Let me go ahead and let me be a better person.
no,
Let me,
no.
let me
It was
be just a
ass. Just
something."
I asked
Oh, and he
because
retired.
that's
Thank you, Jesus.
the only power or authority. You
Yes,
know, you got to
yes,
think about it. It is racist. They didn't like us working out.
and
So
definitely not if
it's
you promote it. Don't
oh
promote.
no.
Don't be in because especially now with everything going on, the climate in the world today, you know, you only got hired because EEO or mine was my aunt was the warden.
Yeah, yeah.
I said, okay, if that's true, so what? Because I know
How you
your uncle and your brother and your brother-in-law and your cousin
and your granddaddy,
and your great
all
granddaddy.
y'all, all y'all.
Sorry, I don't know. Every time I hear granddaddy, I'm like, yo,
That's, I mean, that's how they did. They families. They helped each other along, but God forbid we would do it.
oh,
Man,
yeah, that's the whole
go.
DEI thing. You only got this because of, not that I had 16 years in, not that I took the test, not that I interviewed, not that they offered me the job and I accepted. None of that came into play.
Mm-mm.
That was just, oh no, they just,
Oh no.
well, I can tell you, I do it now. You better not come in front of me and want a job. I'll be like, absolutely. Absolutely. When
I mean,
you,
look how they talking. They talking about with LeBron James. What's wrong with that man setting up his son? They talk about
right,
Deion Sanders and his boy. I'm like Deion. I ain't coaching damn team if my son ain't my
right,
son's sons, and that's including Travis Hunter. If all of them, if he can get them, he don't want to coach for. He don't want to coach for Dallas. It's like, what's wrong with us helping us? Y'all
because,
always say trying to get y'all to help us. Damn all that. We gonna
right,
help us. But see,
right.
we help everybody anyway. If it
Mm,
wasn't for us, y'all wouldn't have half the stuff that y'all have. So
exactly.
what's the problem? I was like, man, going on somewhere with that. That's why Deion said, while you sitting there talking that mess,
Right.
they living their best life.
That you will never, ever, ever be a part. This is why they build prisons in the communities that they build them in. Because these
Mm-hmm.
guys live in these areas who will never have, never do, and only aspire to. And don't get me
Mm-hmm.
wrong, I am very appreciative what that check has done for me in my life.
And me too, what that check still doing for me. That pension that's rolling
Yeah,
in here on the 25th of
I'll
every
get some
month.
insurance, but I don't get that pension. Yeah, after 27 plus years, I don't get no pension. And they holding it right now because whatever they
Ah,
holding it for.
that's sad.
But this is the thing that I've realized anyway about us, especially black women. We gonna make it happen regardless.
Gotta make it do what it do.
Gonna make it happen regardless. Not only because that's just how God made us. That's in our DNA.
Well, because we are the mothers of the earth.
Of the earth.
I mean, we without us, they say without the men, yeah, y'all help, but we do all the nurturing. We doing all the taking care of and catering to, and even to you. We're the ones that's doing it.
And I don't know why and especially being in this environment,
Oh,
especially
they didn't
being
look out for
black in
us.
this women in black. I don't even know how to go around the whole. We stop people from getting killed in there.
Yeah, and they don't even realize it. They don't know how much we protected them.
Man.
Because somebody could be really, really mad. You could tell they mad. We can go down there and just talk to them and just soothe them sometimes. We also could cause some stuff in there, but it was because I would do this but you in the unit.
Right.
But just know,
Yep.
when you
But I look
it's
like
plenty of
they mama. I look like they sister. I look like they girlfriend. I look like they
right,
daughters. I look like they
and
aunts.
that's what they say.
And I'm going to talk to you and you're going to be receptive more to me than you. And I'm going to be able to talk to you crazy.
And you know, they hated that. Oh, they
Oh,
hated the fact. Oh, you could just say what, because they used to this. This is what they get at home. And you thinking it's I'm bringing in drugs, or I'm trying to mess around with them, or they trying to mess around with me. No,
right.
I'm black. I
That,
am a I am the majority of the people in here is
right.
black males locked up.
Right.
So how do you think I'm not gonna be able to understand them and and kick it with them? It's all a part of it. I'm the one
It's
that's
our
making the day go
culture.
by.
It's the culture
It's
that we,
our culture.
and I can yell at them and they know it's not coming from a space of harm. I'm not in
Right.
there trying to take their life or
Or
stop,
degrade them. That's
right.
the
Or
one part.
they
Degrade
know
them.
where I'm coming from is a space of, listen, get it your girl though.
Go
Get
sit your ass down somewhere,
your,
because I done got in trouble twice for cussing their ass out. I
oh,
cussed
yeah,
their
don't even
ass out.
ask me. I got a whole day off for cussing. That
But
wasn't
see,
at
the
the
thing
prisoner
about
though.
it is, I could write a ticket, but why would I write a ticket and then stop this person from going home? I could just cuss his ass out and send him on, go on somewhere. Go
But
sit
then,
down.
so that's the two-sided coin that we always got to play. Because the prisoners want to call us, oh, you shucking and you coon, you this, and you do understand that I'm literally trying to help your dumb butt get home and get up out of here. Because there's a lot of things that I could do to keep your stupid butt in here, but I'm
And
trying to talk.
or to protect them, because
Right?
they want to beat you up. They're gonna
They
dog
want to
you
take
out. They
your
don't care
life.
nothing about, because they looking at you like you another nigga.
Yeah, right.
That's what you are, and that's what they want to treat. But see, because this nigga is up in
Right.
there, they can't do and say what they
And
really want to
that's
do
the
and
other
say.
thing. Say it with your chest while I'm right here. Why you waiting until we leave
Right.
when you was calling the monkeys and everything else? Why
Oh,
you
oh, oh.
don't sit here?
That's just like we was all in the break room. And they was all at their table. We was at our table.
Yeah.
And you might remember this incident. And it was a she called this black inmate a porch monkey.
Oh,
I didn't hear her, but I do
have,
remember
yeah, because
everybody at that table just stopped. And they stopped talking, but and they was looking at me and I'm like, what is going on? But I
right,
kept on talking,
right.
So I was telling another officer about it, and he was like, she called that inmate a porch monkey. I was like, what? And everybody thought you heard it, and they thought you was about to cuss her out.
Let's go beat her back. That's why everybody like, oh shoot.
So then one of my old partners, he was sitting at the table and he told her, you need to call and apologize to Wilson. And so she called me and she apologized. But the inmate, he was an ass. He used to just be acting up all the time.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought. She was talking. I said, yeah, he be tripping or whatever. I didn't realize that that's what she had called him, was a porch monkey. I said, y'all know Pickle, well, if I would have heard her say porch monkey, I'd have knocked all that over.
All these tables in here probably would have been flipped over. And not because, well, that's where we become friendly. We officer friendly and whatever else. I'm not going to allow anybody to do that, especially because if I already know you doing it to them, you're going to do it to me.
Oh, yeah. The prisoners always tell you when you walk away what they say.
Oh, and I'm like, but my only issue is, why you wait till I walk away? You got all the guns because I hear about your guns all day long, and I hear about all the other stuff and how tough you are. I always ask them this. I said, you talk real tough. How many fights you been in? They were like, what? I'm like, because people who have been in fights don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Have you fought somebody? Yeah. And
You remember I was off for the summertime one time.
No,
I had messed my back
fighting.
up and said I didn't actually fight him. Well, I tussled with him. I had to get him off of the other officer, and
Did you
they
want to
said,
do that? Did you
"Did I
want to
want
do that?
no?"
Did you want to? I mean, honestly, we can say a whole lot of you're gonna help because that's a part of our job. But ain't nobody going into work wanting to fight. I mean, we wanted to fight because we wanted some time off.
You want the summertime off.
We wanted
You just wanted to kind of get into
right,
something, so you could say you was hurt,
right.
but he actually was hurting her, and they said when they looked down the hallway, it looked like WWE wrestling, because I had him up in the air, because I had grabbed him and got him out and carried him out, and my radio, my pens, my ink pens, it was stuff everywhere, all down the hallway, girl.
Now, just for everybody to know, this was prior. We didn't have no PPDs. People ask me, y'all don't have no guns? I said, guns?
Guns?
What?
Why? So I had to fight? You forget, it's more them than us. Why would we be in there with a gun so they could take
Why
our gun
would
and
we
kill
get
all of us?
right? I always go,
Oh,
guns? What? We didn't have no sticks. I've had people ask me, do you get billy clubs? I'm like, a billy?
Wait, billy club? We is not the
watching
police.
1930.
We are correctional officers. We
That's
are
it.
not the police.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, but let them tell it. The badges, because I rolled up with a couple officers who got a corrections officer badge, but it looked like a police badge. I said, I know you lying.
Oh yeah, they used to get them badges all the time.
You can't arrest nobody. You can't shoot nobody. I mean, even when we had a gun and went out on transportation, you don't shoot nobody in public. You can't just be.
Let me tell you about them badges. Them badges was really not for the in prison thing. It was to use outside the prison. Because I'm gonna tell you something.
Inside.
But the people that I knew, that was the black folks, would get them because they was using them to get in the clubs for free down in Detroit and get special perks. Oh, but you know what? That's a good thing. Detroit, let me tell you something. Detroit was good to their law enforcement.
We always gonna figure out a way to do something to
go to them long lines at the club and you just flash that badge. Oh, come on in. Go on, please. We had a lieutenant that showed me that we worked with, that we used to hang with. We used to hang with him in Detroit. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ain't nobody flashing no badges getting into the west side. I know.
But you saying that guy down there. Well, they used them for something else to try to make themselves seem like they was important on the police side. We used it for the entertainment side. You know, you at a concert in the summertime and you need to get in there and get back. You just flash your little badge. You get because Detroit used to give people, they give you discounts and everything, girl. Even with places to stay. I said in Lansing was the capital, and they didn't do nothing for the corrections officers.
I didn't have nothing like that. I didn't go nowhere either. So.
Well, I started hanging out. Shoot, I learned. I was taught.
Well, I was married the whole time, trying to act like I was keeping.
Yeah, you was. I was single.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I mean, I am now.
Anyway, hey, we got. I ain't married no more either.
Listen, so I want to keep this going.
All right.
I hope everybody who is listening to this will subscribe to this channel if you want to hear more stories from us, from maybe more people. We're really happy to do this, and we're kind of excited just to let everybody know what our experiences working in prison, being women, and to stop all the lies that people have, misconceptions that people have. But, subscribe, like, tell your friends, and I'm gonna leave you with this. Proverbs 18:21. It says, "Death and life the power is in your tongue. So watch your mouth, because God is." All right, y'all. We out.
Deuces.
God bless.